Yeah.
You want to do what? An official what?
The official start that you just did. I was like, do you want to do an official one? You wanna say
Well,
it?
I mean, like my kind of the official start was just like, hey everybody, and welcome to American Groove.
Shh.
What? Hi, my name is Dave.
I'm
Okay,
shushing the dog. We can't have the dog going off during our actual
Jesus
official.
Christ. Well,
I
that's what
don't
Louis
know.
does. He just, like the second
Yeah,
we start
it's
pressing the
basically
recording button.
just yeah, it's in the background like the whole time.
Well, we
Like
love
it's
him.
just kind of part of it.
So
But I was gonna say, like, I want to meet the person who's upset about our intro and exit, where we say, ladies and gentlemen, and all you non binary people. I want to meet the person that's like, I am none of those things, you know?
well, it's my podcast, and I'm gonna
But
do
it's like,
things.
that's what we're doing, is like, we're including everyone, and this person is going to be like,
I
I am
think okay, I'll tell you why. Like the reason why I'm inclusive with non-binary is because
yeah,
I
we're
have.
inclusive. And I'm just saying, someone's going to get mad at us.
I don't give a fuck. Let them get mad. This is my favorite. Okay, this favorite. Oh.
This is a friend of mine from junior high.
Mm.
We used to do this like club called like Barbie Girl Time.
I'm a
It
Barbie
says,
girl in a Barbie world.
she's
It's
like,
a
you go,
kind of
girl.
magic.
I feel bad smoking joints on Instagram Live
Why?
in front of it, but we have to explain that where I live, it is totally legal. We even paid taxes on it, so there's nothing really bad about the weed smoking.
I
I
come
want to
from a
say,
culture, Moroccan culture, where we make hashish. And it's kind of a very like crucial part of our culture. And like nobody, it is what it is. The thing about like, okay, the thing about, what people have a problem with this is call it a drug, call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what this is to me? It's a way of me being able to relax, have a good time, have a great experience with people. Um, Anything's bad for you. Fucking broccoli's bad for you.
it
You have too
makes me
much.
feel better. I don't know. I just like, I think just because I smoke weed doesn't mean everybody should.
No.
And everything should be done in moderation, and like
Yes.
everything should be done like per each person. You and I had this conversation the other day about how percentages are just like evil.
They are.
Do you remember
And
that
yes,
conversation about the percentages? And I was just thinking, like, it's because it's inhuman. Like, not every person has the same needs.
so to
Like, people are different. That's
so
what
to
makes us human and not machine, is
do you,
that we're different than one another.
to give a little bit of context, what we were talking about is the tax system here in the US. Now, I am no tax expert. I am no lawyer. I'm no attorney. So anything that I say right now is based on the knowledge and information that I know.
Yeah, it's your own perspective. So everybody
Exactly.
can fuck off.
It's my own perspective on this is where we have a tax system here in this country that is by percentage. Honey, Debbie, we're going to go to your weed thing in just one sec. I just want to bring up this point. Because we have our tax system done in a way where it's done by percentage, that means that a person that makes less suffers more, and the person that makes more doesn't suffer as much because that amount doesn't affect them as badly as somebody that has less. Why? Because the percentage is not about how much you can do, how much you're able to do. It's taking a portion away from you. It's saying that no, that percentage, no matter what you're going to do, is going to be taken away. So like they are evil. It's very inhumane. It's taking away the idea of like compassionate
Yeah.
and all.
Yeah, because like not everyone is the same. So that's why percentages don't apply. Like, I mean, you can change. I think if we change the variables of the percentages, like as we moved along according to the individuals, then like it could work. But I just I today I'm in a grumpy mood. And
I'm in a lot
I
of
want to
pain mood.
bitch. Yeah, because it makes me feel better today. But also I'm gonna roll this joint and smoke this bitch, and then also maybe I won't be as grumpy
Uh, I
anymore. But I'll tell you, this is not vacation Carissa. I am going through bullshit in my life. And so I'm not my cheery, relaxed, woo, let's listen to reggae and dance Carissa that I like to be. That's who I would be if it weren't for all this shit. Sorry.
fuck the FCC.
It's like, I don't know. It's like people want me to like act happy. I think it's like this thing as like a woman, like you're supposed to be like pleased. You're supposed to be pleasant.
Not necessarily. I don't think all women need to be pleasant. Sometimes I get when women are having a hard day,
Good.
when it's the start of their period or
I've
they're
already had my period. This is not a
I
period
I
thing,
I
David.
know that, but I'm saying like also the other women out there that are single moms and their kids are being assholes and they're doing shit. I work with a really incredible worker. Her name is Rita. She has two beautiful kids. And Rita, yeah, shout out to Rita. Absolutely amazing mom. And her kids will just give her a hard time and she's going through emotions throughout the day and like she's at work. And you know what the thing is that like it's not just about like appreciating women. It's understanding that when you have those responsibilities, when you have those obstacles in your way, this is why women are the most incredible examples to learn from. It's being able to deal with the pain, it's being able to get through a hard world, it's being able to accomplish, it's being able to share your thoughts and your experiences. I mean, like for example, with you, Carissa, like I love how Debbie's mentioning like her experience with you with
Did you read
cannabis.
what she said?
Yes, I
That's so funny.
did.
She's like, I didn't start smoking weed until I was
I was
36
36. I
when
love
I
that.
met you. When
Yeah,
I met you.
I do that to
I
people.
feel like
You do that
there's
too.
maybe like one or two people that I've gotten high and I was like, or there's been times where I've like had the opportunity to like give somebody like a joint or weed or something and they've never smoked pot before. And I was like, no, I'm not your person. We're not trying pot for the first time through me.
For
That's
the
not
first
happening.
time in forever.
I love that
I
song.
know you do. That's why I bring it up.
There'll be
Yep.
music. There'll be live.
There'll be
Yeah, it's a really good
sound through the
song.
halls. Hmm?
She says all these cute little things in the song. She's like, I don't know. She says something about being gassy. She's like,
My
I don't know
God.
if I'm elated or gassy. I don't know.
It,
I bet
it,
Debbie Duop knows all the words. I bet she can sing that song really well.
it it's
I bet
kind of
she
like
can sing the entire Frozen album.
I love like when there's a song that comes on and I can just start singing to, and it always for me. Okay, so anyone that's listening or like watching this, I'm 24, and all of a sudden I hear like Ella Fitzgerald just come on, and I'm just singing along. Okay, and just like that, like vibe of just getting into the music. I kind of learned that from you. It's just like just get in there. Yeah, just kind of follow along. I used to be kind of like, and I kind of got louder. That's a thing that I think today's episode inspires is like inspiration from one another. Like anyone that's listening can say that there are people in your life that inspire you. Your friends, maybe your family, maybe a sibling. There's always someone that like inspires something in you.
People who inspire you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like my teacher, uh, my lab teacher, not well, lab teacher, but my biology teacher right now, I definitely find her inspiring. It's funny, like when I taught, like I watch her do the lectures, and she seems so like powerful, and then I walk up to her to like ask her a question, and it says like she's like a whole other person, like in person. Like she's like when I'm like this far from her face, she looks at me like, I'm like, oh my God, like I thought you were like this like leader of a nation up there. And then all of a sudden we're talking to each other and you're like this sweet, you know, professor.
Some of the
That's very
most
different.
some of the most inspiring people. When you meet them in person, you realize how human and but shout out to Debbie, okay? Everyone should sing, okay? Get your goddamn toothbrush right now, honey, and you start singing in the goddamn shower. All right? Everybody should goddamn sing, but getting to
Debbie's wonderful. Yeah, Debbie confirmed that she probably does know all the words to the whole Frozen soundtrack. And then she said everyone should sing. I do. I think it's like a really, really good release for people like singing. I think that it's unfortunate that singing isn't like a bigger part of our lives. Like it's kind of the same as like movies, it's like we watch it, like we listen to it on the radio, we collect music, like whatever, but like it's not really like a necessity. It's more of like a, have fun kind of thing. But I mean, I think it's necessary.
it is.
But
It
yeah,
also
it's
comes it also comes into, and this is my question for you for the day. Music inspires all these different types of emotions in every single one of us. And throughout our lives, whether it be sorrow or happiness, music travels with us. Like what is you can think of like the music that you listen to that like picks you up. Like what is the music that you would listen to when you need like a pick me up?
music I listen to when I need to pick me up.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ugh,
it's always different. I mean, you and I, like, I love to play the pump up the jam.
pump, pump
Um,
up the jam.
yeah, and it's just silly, like, I don't know, just like pump up the jam,
Damn, pump
pump
it
it.
up, pump it.
And it's so intense, like when you really get into the part where she's like dun 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 dun. Like it I
Oh,
think there's
not much
yes.
to say.
Get your
Everybody
booty
be
on the
on the
floor
bus
tonight.
now. Not my day.
I think that I want to say something, like, but I don't have anything to say. So instead, I'll just say, make my day, and it's
Make
just
my
like
day.
this very aggressive kind of bossy thing to say, which is like the feeling that I want, like I want to feel powerful and bossy and like, in charge and like, make my day.
Make my
And so
day.
like
I'm sorry, I have to do it.
I would play that. I know it's fun. You
It's
feel it
so
inside.
fun.
You got to get it out. But I do like I feel like that song is always really fun for me. I like electronic music. But yeah, it is interesting people have like music cravings. Like I often have cravings, where I'll just be like craving a song or craving something, you know.
Usually when I'm craving music, there's like I don't know, like maybe I'll go to like a little bit of Prince, Blondie, Madonna.
You went and
Um
saw Blondie.
uh, uh,
I know. I know. You know, I know. David went and saw a
I
Blondie concert
okay,
and
I saw Debbie Harry like in concert, you know. She's 77 now. Um it just wasn't orchestrated well. You know, it was where
Florida.
yeah, we're a hard audience. You know, I remember I'm now
You
Floridian.
already explained it to me. You were like, I know you gave me the explanation. Like I've
Mm-hmm.
already heard the story. I was just like, do you want to share anything about that concert?
I will say this for a woman at that stature, at this point in her career, she did wonderful. I mean, she was an excellent performer. She did well. You know, she did her dance numbers was great. Her singing
She
was on
danced?
yeah, her
It's
singing was on
incredible.
par.
77.
Yeah, she danced. She was dancing. Um it's just a reminder of who these people are, what they did. Take a person like Mick Jagger. You know, Mick Jagger he's an old man, but he's strong, he's passionate, and he just wants to make music. These are people that it's either their career or death. And it may seem sad, but I think it's a beautiful thing. It's like
I don't know.
that's
You were just listening to this like clip with Madonna and Jimmy Fallon. What
oh
were they talking
god.
about? What was she
Madonna
talking about?
well, Madonna was
Oh, a
talking
movie. She said people were going to make a biography about her.
yeah, it was a universal pitch that was given to her, and she just said it was absolute trash because it was made by a man and not by a woman.
Oh, she
Um,
wants a woman to make the story about her life.
everybody knows Madonna can be very what's the word? She can be dramatic. She's known for that. She's known to be over the top. And I don't I'm not bashing the woman, but that is her character. That's who she is as a person. She is very strong with the way she talks. A lot of you know, people kind of forget New York culture. This is how we're raised.
Because she can be, man. She's fucking Madonna.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It is. The record sales, like, I watched this thing where they like showed how popular a song is or how popular like an artist like in their like selling like numbers, and it showed like it in comparison to like skyscrapers. And it was like this little video that they made where they like CG'd like these skyscrapers to show, you know, like the difference between like all the music sales. Like around the end is like the Beatles with like the top sales of like all time. But like when you see the record sales of Madonna compared to everyone else that you've ever heard of, it's out of this fucking world. Like I can't even explain it well enough. And I mean I was somewhat around, but I was so little, I don't remember. I mean, I almost feel like Madonna outsold Michael Jackson.
well,
Like,
the
which is
thing.
just like, are you for fucking real?
Okay,
Like, I mean, this
here's
girl was the queen of the world for a minute,
the
and it
thing.
wasn't like Britney.
The the one thing to remember about Madonna is she was a pinnacle for the gay community, for gay, lesbian, trans, bi, and queer. And what she did was astonishing. and she deserves credit for it. So does Cher deserve credit for. There's so many other artists that did the same, and they all deserve credit for what they stood for, which was giving people the reason to allow them to live, to give them to look for a better tomorrow. The thing is, as a gay person, my thoughts of Madonna is I look at what she's achieved as a person and has allowed me as an individual to be able to express. And I'm very thankful for it.
Well, I would say that Madonna's been an inspiration
She has.
at different times in my life.
Yes,
I
she
remember
has.
like one time I was like going through like the hardest depression ever, and I was like really, really like physically and emotionally ill. And my sister was trying to tell me about like Madonna's like life story in order to like inspire me, and I was like, I can't hear it right now. Like I'm just like, yeah, I know she ate out of dumpsters. Okay, like I'm just like, fuck, like yes. Like, is this harder coming from you? I don't know.
It's strange because as people age, as society changes, as we develop into, I don't know, just different people. And it's kind of hard when you're now 30 years in the business, 40 years in the business.
What, Madonna?
Yeah. Since
Oh,
the
fuck.
80s. Yeah,
It's
it's been about 40
interesting because
years.
like she's part of the older crew, but she's not part of the older crew. Like she's not
No.
Cher, you know, she's
No.
still
She's not
younger.
Dolly.
Yeah. No. God, I saw some videos of Dolly when she was like young. She looks so fucking different, dude. Like it's just crazy. I don't know. Do you
People,
think it's bad that we're always looking off camera?
well,
I'm looking at the Zoom, and then I'm like, do you think that that's like not good for the Instagram? Is that like I don't ever look at it?
well, the way that I like with the Instagram is that it's a way like people to jump on and be able to share like their thoughts. I love comments like this. This entire recording has been absolutely amazing. We've had like tons of comments. We've had tons of people popping in, and I'm just so thankful. Okay, because like, hello, this is just such a great experience with us because we've been friends for like 3 years, and we do this privately. Like, what we're doing right now
Yeah.
is what we do actually in real life when we talk to each other.
Mm. This is my friend Frank. What do I even say about Frank? I got hearts. He's incredible. Frank is an inspiration. Somebody who, I know turn their life into the life that they want to have. And that is inspiring always to see somebody take control and then also help tons of people in the same process.
Lexi in the chat.
Lexi in the chat. Lexi, these are my coworkers. They're so much fun. Yeah. I went out dancing this weekend. That's
oh my God.
another fun thing that happened. I went dancing and I saw one of my favorite DJs, and I also got to see the ocean, which I always really appreciate. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm so down. I mean, I told you why I was down. I'm down because like
So
I
the
feel like
equation.
The equation. Yeah, there was an equation today
The
in
equation.
my lab class that made me very upset. There was an equation that made me very upset, and it is the chemical equation for photosynthesis. And I was pretty pissed off at it because they're like dividing it into like different sections, and I understand it, but the way that they explained it, I was like, what the fuck? What do you even want from
Like
me?
no, like
I thought
there's no explanation. Like they just gave you the equation. That's what you told me. Like they just gave you the equation and they were like, okay, now go solve this.
I literally told the teacher, she was like, "Did you read it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I read it maybe like 7 times." And she was like, "Did you read it? You did the thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did it." And I was like, "I still just don't. What are we talking about here?" Like I was like, "Is this, you know?" And I was like trying to get like an idea of like the bigger picture. And I was gonna like cry. I think I did cry. I went to the bathroom, I like cried. I was like, I gotta get this out and just cry. And then I came back and it kind of made a little bit more sense, but no, I literally told the teacher like it really just looks like a bunch of like lines and numbers. Like I really don't. What are we trying to do here? Like
Sorry.
you've got to explain this a little differently. Like what are you even asking me? Like I don't know. I don't know how it happens. I was really really off with it today. Like it was really hard. I mean, but I don't know if I was in a shit mood like before the equation, and that's why I had such a hard time with the equation. I can't today, so there's something different in my mind. There's something different in my mind.
You know what's so
I told you
crazy?
that.
You
I
know
was
what's
like, I just
do you know what's so crazy?
what?
Okay, it's just so off topic, but you know that you know I had a knee injury, right?
Mhm.
So I've been putting the ice pack on the top, like on the top of the knee, and then I decided to put it on the bottom to flip it over.
You could just sandwich it
I could.
or just like completely wrap it.
No,
Hmm.
it's so
Dave
pain.
hurt his leg really bad and he's
It's
gotten like
so painful.
no time for it to like get
Oh
better. And I mean, do you think you'll ever roller skate again?
my god. Well, with the way that I can't afford healthcare, probably
I know.
not.
Yeah. My friend's healthcare got cut and I feel so bad. And it's just like it really made me think about healthcare, and I was looking, if there's any type of help, and there just isn't at all of any kind. So I don't know. Legs are really important. I don't know what's wrong with people.
The thing is like
Ugh,
I haven't been on any like I haven't been on any painkillers. Nothing.
you're crazy. I
I
don't know how
know.
you do that.
I've basically done this like completely sober, and the 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 reality is you just have to be able to put on a smile and be able to do what you need to.
Hmm. That's so sad.
I'm
I
sorry, but it's
know, yeah.
true. It's
No, but
just
that's like you have a stronger spirit than I do right now, and that is what it takes. It takes just like being like, yeah, I know everything's terrible, but I'm just gonna put on this face and like just go with it. And I don't know, today I felt like a baby. Or like I really just wanted somebody to be like, "You're okay. You can do it." But I was fucking confused. Like I like sat there and just was like, take a big breath. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm so confused. And I want to like move forward. That's what sucks about being confused, is that I'm like stuck. Like I'm like trapped again. Like I can't move forward. I can't keep completing the project because I just am just confused. I don't know. I don't feel like they explain stuff very well. I feel like today they didn't. teach me things. They just kind of like tested me. I'm like, well, I need to learn it first.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not just designed for you.
That's what I literally cried to my mom about that today. I was like, I'm so fucking different. Like, I'm so tired of being so different. Like, and she was like, well, everybody's different. They're just different in different ways. I'm like, yeah, I know. But like, it's really hard when like learning is your thing that makes you different. I'm like, today was a bad day. Like, as far as my sponge goes, I wasn't able to like absorb today, which is really hard. Sometimes I'm just like shut off. I can't absorb anything. You poor baby.
What? Oh, I'm okay.
You No, your leg hurts really
Oh
bad.
my
I know it does.
god.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
know.
folks. It's a very unprepared moment of just soaring pain. But
You don't have to be sorry. It's terrible.
well, thankfully I have these are, oh my god, these are absolutely amazing ice packs. I'm really like happy. I had some people that reached out. I had a friend that reached out of like stuff that I should get. I got padding for my crutches. That was a recommendation. I also got an ice pack that had like a knee wrap. It's this thing. That's cool. So it has like a. I'm gonna put it on before I start screaming in T minus. um.
Dude,
Oh, it feels so good. Oh, that feels.
the knees are really fragile.
Yes, they are. They're very fragile. I twisted mine 45 degrees.
Holy
So,
fuck.
okay, so anybody that doesn't understand what that
It like
is,
scares me.
okay, this is 90 degrees. 45 is like this. No, it's about, yeah, it's about 45. Can somebody correct me over here? Because no, this is 45. Okay, so
A
if this is
45-degree angle.
yeah, so imagine that this
It's over
part,
a fourth of the way.
see, imagine this is the knee, right? So like this is what the leg was like, and then the twist. So that pressure on that muscle. Yeah. This went real depressing real quick. I'm sorry. I'm okay though.
It's my fault. I started complaining about feeling down, and then it just becomes like a, like us just letting go of all the shit. I started out the episode that way. I was like,
We had no introduction. We had
I was
no
like, I fucking had it.
introduction. We had no introduction to the episode. There was no, hello, I'm Dave. I'm your host.
No,
And
we
hey,
did
I'm
it.
Carissa. No.
Yeah, you did. You did like a really corny one. You were like, "Welcome to American Groove."
Oui.
But no, we didn't say the host names. But we did have like an official opening. And I was laughing and I was having a good time. You know what? I don't know. I can't I finished smoking my joint and I can't really tell. I don't feel like the joint made me any happier. I don't know.
It's really it took me so random. It took me 2 years to learn how to smoke a joint properly. 2 years.
What were you doing before?
So I didn't realize that you're not supposed to inhale a joint like you inhale a cigarette.
Yeah, I do.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah,
You're
you
supposed
are.
to. It's supposed to be a long drag. I don't know. I was told it's supposed to be a long drag. So
I just smoked the damn thing. However, it
yeah,
feels good,
yeah. Well, that's how I smoked the thing.
I mean, like I know like cigars, you don't really breathe in the smoke. You just hold it in your cheeks.
You don't want to, and I'll tell you why. Let me first drink my booze. Give me a sec.
Well, it's like you don't use your lungs to suck. You use your
No,
cheeks.
because one puff of a cigar is like equivalent to like 20 cigarettes. I'm not kidding. I'm not
We
kidding.
used to smoke these like Swisher sweets back when I was in high school, and I can't believe we didn't get like sick or something. That's so funny. They were so intense. But we didn't have any weed to like cut open and put it in there. At least then I didn't. But later on down the road, I could fill it up with weed. It would have been like a lot less terrible on my lungs. At least I think so. I don't know.
I was a I was a smoker. Smoked
Yeah, you
cigarettes.
smoked cigarettes when I met you. Yeah. I smoked cigarettes when I was this around the same time you
We've
did,
smoked
like in your life.
we've smoked cigarettes together.
No.
Yes, we
I
have.
don't think I don't think
Yes,
I've
we
smoked cigarettes since I met you. I don't think I
no,
smoked
honey,
cigarettes the
I
past
could
3
have
years.
sworn we smoked the cigarettes together.
I don't think so.
I
I don't
I
ever smoke cigarettes
don't
anymore. Where at? At your brother's?
I don't remember.
I don't think we did. I haven't smoked cigarettes for a long time, like at least like 5 years. I mean, even like the entire Burning Man, I didn't smoke a cigarette. Like I don't get the craving for it ever. Especially
Like
since
never.
my ex used to smoke. I hate it even more now.
Well, yeah, because of the I mean that is a very dark story. Indeed.
No, I don't like cigarettes. I don't know. I remember my sister told me that she was one time she said, I tried to become a smoker and I just couldn't do it. I'm like, what? It's just so strange. She would say that was strange too, so I'm not just
I
like talking shit.
I became a I became a smoker because of stress and anxiety, and it was wonderful. I would go out with the other sous chefs, and we would talk, and we'd smoke, we'd eat a little, and I had a lot of friends that were smokers. We used to smoke cigarette. I was almost at a pack and a half a day. I had a really big. I've had two major addictions in my life: pills and cigarettes, and it was bad. It was, and I got out of it badly with electronic cigarettes, but I I barely ever touch cigarettes. Like I'll buy a pack, but I have no desire anymore
I
to.
hate them. I don't know. I don't feel it. Like I don't feel a desire for it.
Hey, we got rid of one person.
My somebody's like, I'm sick of hearing these people talk about
I'm
cigarettes.
joking. I'm joking. Go on, honey. Keep on going.
We lost the person that was a cigarette smoker. They're like, I hate
Like,
these
I hate
people.
this. You hating on my cigarettes smoking.
I don't know. I think it's like I think yeah, sometimes people look so hot when they smoke though, you know. I mean, people just look so sexy. Like I saw these like
I
photographs of
I
this model smoking and I was like, "Oh,
I will tell you this. It just I'm sorry, but like just the feeling of a cigarette and just smoking it. There are times I'll have that craving and I'll
sexy,
go
right?"
there, yeah, and I'll go for it. Like I'll ask somebody for a cigarette and I'll bum one. I can't help it. I'm human, and sometimes I just need a fucking cigarette. I'm serious. It's just
See,
that's
you've
what.
still got it. You've
Yeah.
still got it, and I don't like that. And I know that feeling because I had that feeling forever after I quit. I would have that like, ooh, if I could just, like smoke it. But I don't. It's like it's gone. It really, ugh,
You lucky
that makes me feel
bitch.
disgusting.
You lucky bitch. You're
No,
making.
you have to quit for like so long before like you find them gross. Like it's seriously like you have to not smoke for like 6 years and then you won't want one anymore. But I see people like I've watched them quit like 100 times and they like never quit. And I like go back home and it's like they quit smoking, but then like we go out and they'll whip out a cigarette. And I'm like, I knew it. I knew you never quit. I know you're still fucking smoking. Like, I don't
Can you
know. It
imagine?
sucks.
Can you imagine 60 years ago? This is so stupid. You could smoke on a plane, smoke indoors, smoke
It
in
would be so
hospitals.
hard not to be a smoker. And
Yeah.
I do not have enough money to be a smoker.
Too expensive
Like,
these days. Back then it was
yeah,
a penny.
yeah, it would be so hard not to be a smoker if you could smoke everywhere. Like, I just feel like it'd be around me all the time. It'd be so hard not to. Oh, my mom did a good job. Did your parents smoke?
My dad smoked occasionally. I I'm not
Occasionally.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did enjoy smoking with my dad. We used to sometimes smoke a cigarette or cigars. My dad loved cigars and whiskey. My dad was a whiskey drinker.
Yeah. My dad smoked, but
Um,
not when I was alive.
but there's a lot of positive experiences we're adding with cigarettes. So let me just put this disclaimer out there. Smoking is not good. It's very bad. It's very,
You think
very,
we
very, very bad. No, we're not
you
promoting
think we made
cigarettes.
it sound good?
Well, I'll be honest. My experience wasn't the worst. Um, I think you need to be able to have a sense of balance. Going back
But it's
to
like chemically addictive. Like it doesn't really matter how much you
every
try.
every time I light a cigarette,
What? Every time you light a cigarette, what? Every
I
time I
feel like
light a
James
cigarette.
Dean,
Yeah,
LMA.
you feel like a hot ass bitch, right?
Yes.
I know that there's that part to it
When
where
I
it's
smoke,
like it's kind of sexy. I don't know who this person is.
oh, that's Brian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry, I got cut off, he says. Louis got woken up. There's somebody out front
Dum dum
and they woke up
dum.
my dog.
Dum dum
Dun dun
dum.
dun.
Dum dum dum. I'm the sound
Yeah, I
effects.
know. I just like joints. That makes me feel like a bad bitch sometimes.
Well, you can look sexy when you're smoking a joint.
Yeah, I like to. I'm like, I'm not gonna roll another one right now. It's just like too, I don't know. I'll roll one later, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I feel like I always wanted to smoke 2 joints, but I'm only gonna smoke 2 joints when one of them is already
Do
rolled.
you want to
I don't want
understand how?
to.
Do you want to understand how like New York I am? For any of our shout out to any of our New York people. Do you remember what we used to use
Louis,
these? Remember what we used to use these for? These were our portable ashtrays.
I have seen people ash in that.
Yeah, yeah. Right?
Okay, the dogs in my neighborhood are like all popping on it. Yeah, yeah. I hear all the dogs in the neighborhood. There's at least like 2 other ones, and they're all just like freaking out at the moment.
There's a
I hate
message.
it.
There's a message. If we could only understand what the message was, and it'd probably
Oh,
be
you mean
like,
if we could hear Louis's words?
Gibby's like, "What are you telling me, huh? Who's going where? What?"
I don't
That's
know
what.
what he says. You imagine like the shit that he talks, like he's like, "Oh, bring your shit here. You're not welcome. Fuck off.
That's what I loved
Like,
about.
get the hell out of here."
That's what I loved about 101 Dalmatians when I was a kid. That
It was so
film.
cute.
It was so cute and like,
Yeah, the scene where it shows like the message like being like there's a message that's like sent around between the dogs, like it's like carried, like the dogs like communicate in this big long train to like help
"Roo,
save the puppies'
roo,"
lives. Woo.
which is probably what's going
Woo.
on right now. They're probably like, there's something going on and they're trying to figure out, like, you know, people underestimate animals all the goddamn time. You know, just because they're not as smart as us doesn't mean that they don't. Okay, you know what? This happened this weekend, right? My cat Twixie, I had to pay to redo all the screens, reseal all the frames, put on a mesh like thing over the screen so she doesn't get out. I'm just
Cats are
like,
crazy.
I know.
You know, they're crazy. It's funny that your cat's always trying to get away, but your cat also comes like right back when it tries to get away. It's so cute.
I know we have very fluffy. Well, uh,
My
late.
dog has been barking for like 5-10 solid minutes
It's
now. Like,
fine. It adds to the
uh,
production of American Groove. You know, people are
uh,
here. People are here for people. People.
people.
People. What the people want, honey, the people need.
People want the Louis. People are like okay with my dog being insane. I'm not.
I'm
Like,
not either, but I think Louis, as the director of Lost in the Groove, has his rights sometimes, but he does need to calm down. Boy, you better sit your motherfucking ass down, honey, because you're getting a little too grouchy.
there's a lot of
Rowdy.
movement outside.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's just like when we do the podcast at this time, there's just like more people, coming and going like around the neighborhood, and it makes him like barky. As compared to like Saturday around noon, there isn't like as much shit going on. You know what I mean? That's my guess.
I like that.
Oh. Yeah. No, I don't want the podcast to end. I never want it to end. I'm like, I just keep podcasting. Like, I don't want it to go away because it's like the best I felt all day long.
I didn't even say anything. You brought it up. So, okay,
I'm
everyone
just
here
telling
is
you
now,
randomly that I
everyone
don't
is
want the
witness.
podcast to end.
Everyone is witness here today. Okay, that I'm innocent.
No,
Okay,
I'm just saying
I
I
didn't
don't
say
want it
anything.
to end.
I don't want it to end either. I'm just smoking my Saruka grape over here. All right, being a bit cute, trying to hide a yawn. Darling, please. Ah, ah. You know what? You know.
Oh, I
Well,
try to look cute.
okay. All right. Something completely random, and you know this. What is
Let's get it.
what's one impression that I'm really good at? It's a video game
You're good
character.
at a lot of
Okay,
impressions.
but there's one that I'm really good at. Okay, so if no one knows this, I actually can impersonate Mario from Super Mario Brothers. I've never done this before. Am I ready for this?
You're gonna do your Mario impersonation right now?
Do you want me to? It's so random.
Of course.
Okay. Hello, it's a me. It's a Mario. Ah, let's go. No.
Dude, it sounds even better through the microphone. Like it literally I feel like you could do voice acting, like, but I would never encourage someone to be an actor because the industry is just bullshit.
But that is one of my shticks I can do at a good party is be like, hey, I can impersonate Mario. Let's go.
I think you showed me that when I
But
first met you. What's the
oh
difference
yes,
between a Mickey Mouse impression and a Mario
I
impression?
can't do Mickey. I tried. I can't.
Mickey's kind of hard. Like if you do it like the right way, it's kind of hard. Mickey has like a weird kind of sound to his
Squeaky.
voice if
Yeah.
you really talk.
Yeah.
But it's
I no,
different
that's
than the
goofy.
high
That's
pitched
goofy.
thing.
That's goofy. I could do. I guess I could do
Yeah.
goofy.
Oh,
Ah,
there's things that I can't say about people. Sometimes people do impressions and they're just fucking annoying. Like it's
God.
like, oh my god, your impression's not good. It's annoying. Like I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I used to have like girlfriends in junior high that would like just kind of like talk in like accents like all day long. And it's like, oh my god, if I want to have fun with my friends today, do I have to like talk in this stupid voice like they are all day long? Like this is so weird. But I mean there were also times where like I felt goofy and I wanted to like talk in an English accent all day and like be funny too, but like sometimes it can be kind of annoying. And I had a friend where like her pet peeve was like dealing with people making accents. It was like one of my old roommates, like she hated it when people would do that, like when they would talk in like a funny voice. She just freak out. And I'm like, wow, that's a really bad
Well,
quality to have in a roommate.
you know what's funny? I actually had that with somebody when I was in Israel. That like she freaked
Would they
out.
hate you for making voices?
Well, it was because it was because of my accent. She kept on like
She just hated your voice?
she didn't like my
Your real
voice.
voice?
Yeah, like she was like just
What a
telling me like
bitch.
yeah, because like I kind of have like I have a New York accent. I know that, and the thing is like I'm able to do like I can do Jersey real well. Like I can do Jersey Shore like nobody's business. All right, like honey,
Your mother
I
kind of
got
talks like
this.
that.
No, no, no. This is Jersey. This is Jersey Shore right over here.
But your
Okay.
mother has like a
My mom
kind
has a
of like a
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Jersey-ish. Yeah, well, it's Brooklyn. That's what it is. See, I
Oh
don't know
my
well
god.
enough, but
Oh my god. Oh, it's
your
thick.
mother's
It's
voice, your
thick.
mother has an accent.
Oh yes.
And I've never personally known somebody with that accent before. So when I heard your mother talking, I got kind of excited.
Very excited.
Your mother kind of sounds like
She's talking like this. She talks like this.
your mother kind of sounds like
Where's the
she sounds
bills? I don't understand this. What's the matter with you? Where you
she sounds like
going?
Harley Quinn. She sounds a little bit like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, in a way.
Like I love Harley Quinn's voice. I think
Well, my
I've
mom.
always really liked her.
Okay, so this is a little shout out to my mom. My mom grew up in the projects in Williamsburg. And my mom has a thick New York accent because of like the environment that she was raised in. Uh, my mom was a teenager in the 70s. You know, people don't like realize that my mom had it really hard. She was a teenager that had to be in a world of Nixon, Vietnam War, drug issues, oil crisis, and my mom is a very bubbly you know you've like kind of been introduced. Mom is a very bubbly person. She's very lively. She's very like spirited. It's so beautiful when you have people that even like what they've seen, It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
That's what I've always like appreciated about my mom is just the spirit of just being alive.
Yeah, yeah. There are a lot of good things to appreciate about your mom.
Yeah. So
She's very
shout out to Brooklyn mothers all around. We love you. Kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Your mom and him. That's your mom and him. So you say, "How's your mom and him?"
What do you mean, mama? What is mama?
It's your mother and them. Like the whole family. So like, how's your mom and them?
Phenomenon.
How's your mom and them?
What
How's
about
your mom
your
and them?
how about your damonym? Your damonym.
How's your dad and them?
Damonym. This
How's your
is
mother and
so
them?
weird. Ugh. I'm high and my tongue is just like blah, 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 blah.
I don't know.
Whoa.
It made me
It's
laugh
too
though.
phenomenal. No. Listen,
Oh,
the English language is hard enough for me as it is. Okay. Not trying to be a bitch. It,
yeah, no, it's really ridiculous. Yeah, I would hate trying to learn English. I'm fortunate that I just learned this. I want to expose whoever's watching us at the moment. I don't know who you are. Um, who are you and how do we know each other?
dum, dum, dum.
um, but no, I mean like they're not gonna say either. So it's like I'd have to like go back and like look at their profile and be like, oh, that person was watching me. They're watching me. It looks kind of like you have a glue stick in your hand. Like, just because of like the coloring of it. Like it's like orange and blue almost. It kind of almost looks like a glue stick.
Well, it's an elf bar. I no, so the thing is like I switched over to them because I used to have like an actual one where like I would fill up with like oil. And I don't know, it got too expensive and it always leaked in the coils. And this one is like
Oh, I know.
this is like $20 a month. It lasts me 30 days
A
usually.
month?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's bomb.
Mm-hmm.
A month. That's
Yeah. They
amazing.
last me usually the other one before me lasted me exactly 3 weeks. So not almost a month,
Hmm.
but 3 weeks.
I think the whole world loves those elf bars. Like the people are just like into it. Like I see that's the new jewel, more or less.
They have
So
they have the best berry flavors. Okay, you know this about me. I love berries. Like I hate fruit. I despise fruit, but I love
what?
berries. I don't
I
like
don't think
fruit.
that you dislike
I
fruit.
I I really there's very few fruits I will eat. But when it comes to berries, I love blackberries, love raspberries, love blueberries, love
Okay.
strawberries.
Well then it sounds like you like fruit.
But I like berries. Anyway, point is when I smoke like these vape pens, Elf Bar has like 5 or 6 berry flavors. They have like
Mm.
3 different
They're
grape
so
flavors.
cute.
And this one is just, oh my God, I want to like next month again. This one. I love this. I love, okay, this is the thing too. This is so random and my brain is so high right now.
Yeah.
I love the flavor of artificial grape. I think as a kid, I
Oh
just kept on
yeah.
eating it as a kid. Even as an adult now, I love that artificial flavor. It's such a weird
And
pet, pe- I guess pet
you're
peeve or
telling me it's
crave.
the same?
Mm?
Like you're telling me it's the same. That's awful. Yeah, people under 18 definitely can't listen to this because we're like,
Mm-mm.
it tastes so
No,
good.
no. This is okay. So again, as I said earlier, I am a ex-smoker. I used to smoke cigarettes, like almost a pack and a half a day, and this is what I'm down to. Okay, so this is me 30 days a month. And I think this is a lot better. And I think my mom is very thankful that it's just this and not, you know, a pack and a half of cigarettes and me destroying my lungs. But the point is that if you're a person that is not addicted to tobacco, you're not addicted to cigarettes. I can't advocate electronic cigarettes. It's don't get yourself involved in something that you don't want to be a part of. You know, it's
I think people want to be a part of it is the problem.
Unfortunately. But for me, I'm just an ex-smoker, and this is a way I've been able to stop smoking cigarettes. And I'm really, really thankful that I'm really proud that I'm able to get down to this after like
There's
3
plenty
years.
of reasons not. No, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
3
good.
years. I'm 3 years clean.
I know I had to like fight with myself to like not smoke a bong anymore. Like I was like, no, we're not. Well, whenever I graduate and when I'm not working, I'm gonna buy myself a big fucking bong.
Like a big cock. A big, juicy, thick, veiny cock. Yes.
Can we use this as the clip for the podcast?
Yes.
Just this moment right now.
Yes. The very end. The very end.
Yeah.
The very end.
I fantasize about graduating all the time.
Yes, you do. And I told you I'm going to buy you your first set of scrubs. Okay. This is, and everybody that's listening to this, Clarissa, when you graduate, I'm getting you scrubs. I don't give a care what goddamn color. I don't care what goddamn size. Honey, I'm buying you goddamn scrubs off Amazon.
I saw the nursing students today and they had on blue scrubs and they were laughing. They were like having fun. And I was like, oh.
You'll be one of them.
So long?
You're going to be one of them.
I'm going to be like another year before I get to even be one of them.
But I'm going to buy you scrubs. Remember that. I'm going to make sure I have money for it.
It's okay.
Do you still want this to be the clip? You still want this to be the clip?
No, that would have been the clip. The earlier part where I said I was going to buy a bong and you said that I was going to buy a cock.
Oh, the cock part. Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was hilarious. You're like,
we should definitely make that a clip.
Cock.
Big, thick, veiny, juicy cock.
You don't buy cocks. I mean, some people do, but
yeah,
I'm not.
You could buy a cock.
No, always for love, never for money. Never for money, always for love. Yeah. You don't buy dick. You don't buy pussy. You don't give up your dick for money. Never for money, always for love.
I'm Groot. I'm Groot.
But of course, a lot of people can do that if they want to. It's not really up to me.
No.
But that's what I do. I'm not going to buy the not going to buy the cock.
To each their to each their own, honey. You know, everybody has their sauce and flavor. And in the end of the day,
you make me want Wingstop. Damn it.
I actually got really sick today in the morning.
What, from the Wingstop? It's the Louisiana.
It's too much of the bayou.
Oh God, that was great.
Listen,
I'm gonna get Wingstop tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm so hungry. Like, didn't I just eat like at the very beginning of this podcast? I have no idea. Is it time to go? I think it's time to go now.
I think it is time to go. So, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary people, it has been lovely for you to be part of this wonderful experience. That'll be $15. Please, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We will bill you.
We will bill you. But we love you all, folks. Be sure to follow and subscribe and be a part of this insanity. And of course, be sure to check out Carissa. Okay, she is an esthetician. Okay, makeup artist, candle maker, and pug lover. You can find her on Instagram at Carissa the Beautiful. Anyway,
Thank you very much, David.
yes, and be sure to check out more of the podcast at Lost in the Groove Pod. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, baby. And with that, we'll catch
Listen to
you.
the podcast.
Yes. And me and my wild little.
Be a fan, follow us, be supportive, come hang out, have fun, listen in when you have time. Dave,
Bring some wine.
Wonderful circus ringleader outro just now. It was
Performance.
beautiful. That was gorgeous, David. The way that you address a crowd is just incredible, isn't it?